What's up? You should know me. I'm John Vaughn, and we're looking at Raspberry Pis today. So I'm making another tutorial because I don't feel like doing my homework yet. Got a Raspberry Pi. Actually got a couple of them. Got another one of them sitting over here that you can't see, but who cares about that? Here's one brand new out of the box. What we're going to do is we're going to use it as an interface for a robot. But let's say you've never messed with Raspberry Pi before. How do you get started? Well, that's pretty easy. Look, we can do something. We can Google make a Raspberry Pi SD card, the operating system for the Raspberry Pi. Okay, first off, what is a Raspberry Pi? Raspberry Pi is a very small computer. It runs on a Linux operating system, so it can run like Kali Linux, Backtrack. There's ARM distributions, which if you don't know all that means, it's not really necessary. All you need to know, it's a very small computer like you see here. Okay, the first step that you really need for your Raspberry Pi is you need to load an operating system. The operating system is actually going to be loaded on a disk. Alright, so we're going to take this SD card that I got right here and plug it into my computer, hopefully. Alright, let's check it out. Plug it into my computer, it pops up, open this, look here, there's nothing on it, so I'm going to go ahead and format this. I want to do capacity, quick format. Alright, format, good. Go ahead and format that for me. Alright, that's complete. So I want to look at my tutorial here. First thing, I'm just going to Google make Raspberry Pi SD card. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to follow these easy instructions right here. They are very simple. SD card setup, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, safe easy way, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You can read all that. I'm not going to read it for you using noobs. You can use noobs if you want to, so that's what we're going to do for you. Alright, so we're going to download this right here. I've already downloaded it. Here it is right here. So we're going to open up this file. Here's the setup. We're going to run this setup. Alright, once we run this setup, here we go, run. This is going to allow us to format the SD card in a Linux compatible file system. Next, blah blah, next, blah blah, install. There we go. All that's going to do. So once this is done, all we're going to do is we're going to open the application we just installed, which is formatting tool. We're going to set the format size adjustment to on. I don't know why we're doing that, but it says to. Make sure we have our SD card in the drive, and then we're going to click format. Alright, so we're going to wait for this guy right here. Blah blah blah. We're going to wait for that. Once we're done, it says on Linux we can use gpartited, and I would do that on here, but in order to do it on Linux, Linux is a very friendly operating system. I just at school I don't have a Linux distro that I can record my screen on. I can do it on here, but in order to do it on here I have to do it on a virtual box, and it's not very easy to filter an SD card reader through VirtualBox. I guess I could filter a USB device and plug in a USB adapter for my SD card, but that's a lot of work, so we're just going to do it on the Windows side. No big deal. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. This has finished. Awesome. Let's see if we can find SD card formatter. There we go. We're going to open this up. Drive. Let's see. What drive is it? It is actually drive E. And we want to format option. Format size adjustment on. Awesome. Format. Yep. Alright. Let's do a full erase. There we go. Alright, done. Exit. Exit. Alright, extract the file you downloaded in step 1, which was this right here. Showing folder. Whoa, son. That says we got an hour left, son. Son, that's never gonna fly. Alright, so we might just have to wait an hour for this to download and come back. But before we do that, Alright, let's see if we can find another way to do this real quick. Ouch. Print an SD card. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. This is from Adafruit themselves. Alright. Let's take a look. Didn't come with an SD card, so we need to make our own. You will need. Son, we got all that. Son, we got all that too. Alright. Download an image. Choose an operating system. Choose distribution. Okay. We're going to actually download that right there. Because that is Adafruit. So let's see. How can we download? Download me. Download me. Shun, I want to download you. This comes with hardware. Alright, there we go. We don't want noobs. We don't want noobs. We don't want Raspberry. We don't want Fedora. We don't want RasMac. I don't know if that's what we wanted. We definitely don't want Arch. I think that is what we wanted. What did it say there? It says... Oh, residentials. Adafruit. Okay, click here to download. Alright, that's version 0.2. Alright, so we want that one. How to install. Okay, let's see. How are we going to do this? Adafruit, distro, blam, blam, blam. Okay. There we go. Alright. Then we're going to follow the directions right here. Blah, blah, blah. We got 3 minutes left on that, so... Alright, so let's check this out here. It says we need to do flashing the SD card using Windows, download the distribution, blah blah blah. Okay, so we need to download this. Hopefully this is what we need. Download's gonna start. We got 3 minutes on that. Alright. So hopefully this one goes faster. We still got 3 minutes on that. Come back over here and get to reading what we still got to do. So select the image you've extracted above. Okay, so it looks pretty easy. Alright, so this is going to open up. So we've got way too many minutes left on that. So let's go ahead and pause this right here. Pause. Let's open this up. Let's open up this disk imager. So downloads. Let's extract this. There we go. There's this. We're going to run. I hope you've seen what we did. We just extracted all this to a folder. Okay, this asks for my image file. Alright, so that's pretty much what we need. Let's look where we extracted this while we're waiting a minute for our download, alright? So we got downloads. Here is blah, blah, blah. I don't see it. Sorry about that. I haven't slept for a while, so... disk imager. Shit, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. There's the binary files. Alright, it is a compressed file, so we need to extract it to be able to run anything. Once we extract it, we just extract it here because I'm going to delete it in a little bit. Alright, so we extract it there. There's the folder. There's the actual image there that we need. Okay, so get rid of that. We got 1 minute left on this. Now, this should be the best for us because I know automatically that we're going to actually use I2C communications because we're going to make our Raspberry Pi communicate with our Android device. Alright, so got some Android devices because we're building robots. If you've watched my YouTube video or you know me or you've been on Facebook, you already know that I do a lot of computer stuff. So, I have a moment from our sponsors. It's still going to take 4 minutes, so I'm just going to wait and let this download, and then once it downloads, we'll finish from there. Alright, so finally that downloaded. Alright, here's the zip file right here. Take a look at it. The zip file, there's this image, so what we need to do is go back to downloads. We find it right here. We're going to extract this. Extract all. Who cares where we extract it to? Extract it to that. Alright, blah, blah, blah. That's going to get extracted. Hopefully that doesn't take forever. Come back over here. We're going to look for this. Where is this at? It's in downloads, alright? So, let's take a look. Select the disk image file. Downloads. Right there. Right there. Is that finished extracting? Time remaining says about 4 minutes. Anyways, that's what we want. Right there. That is going to go to this empty hash. That's kind of important if you want to make sure you have non-counterfeited software. I trust the people from Raspberry and the people from Adafruit, so we're just not going to mess with the MD5 hashes because this is for the tutorial. If you really want to start getting into mess with MD5 hashes, you really need to know what's going on, because you need to know what the MD5 hash is doing. MD5 hash is just a hash algorithm. Just basically is a code that comes with your download so that you can verify that the source code is actually legitimate. But since we're getting it from the Adafruit website, and it's an Adafruit operating system for the Raspberry Pi, we don't really care. We're going to go with it. We got about 15 seconds remaining, and everything should be extracted to, right there, downloads. There we go. There's our disk image file. You can see right there it even says disk image file. So let's make sure we got that right. Downloads, boom, boom, boom. Go in there, disk image file, open. We are going to go to E because that's our drive, and we're going to go ahead and let's make sure E is our drive. Yep, Canon E. So now we can write. Yeah, I'm sure I want to write. Now this is going to take X amount of time, and we're going to let that do that, and we'll be back in a second. Ah, look, we're getting progress. So we're getting even closer. Should be done in a couple more seconds, hopefully. Alright, while that's doing that, let's look and see. Oh, well, when we're done, we clicked right already. When we're done, we can eject the SD card, and we're rocked and ready to go, son. Alright, so where's this thing at? There we go. 83%. Should be getting close to done now. Alright, we're really getting close to done. While we're waiting on said thing to finish up, I'll show you this other version that I've got on my other drive, on my other flash drive or SD card that I've already done. Oh, right, successful. Here we go, check it out. Can I do this? I guess I can't. Alright, here's my other And I know you probably can't see that very well, but that is my other Raspberry Pi version. This is Raspberry, okay? And it's going to set up blah, 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 blah. Awesome. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to pull the power on that. Eject this out of there. I'm going to eject this out of there. I'm going to put this in. That guy. Plug this up. Hopefully. Haha. I've got a Raspberry Pi working now. There we go. So now my Raspberry Pi is working. Let's check this out and see if we can log in real quick. Alright. Hopefully we can log in and we can get some type of internet access, okay? So let's check it out. This is going to be the first boot up, blah, 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 blah. So usually the first boot is going to take a while. It looks like SSH server had a little bit of an issue, so we definitely are going to want to be able to SSH in here. Alright, your identification has been stored and Raspberry config. Let's see, information. Boom, 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 boom. Enable. Would you like to enable? Yep, I definitely want to enable that. Okay. Now configure keyboard, change pass, 4Pi user. Nope. Let's go ahead and try to update it. Son of a, I don't even know if we have an internet connection, so that might not be possible. Oh, son, we have liftoff. We have internet because we're definitely updating right now. So this Raspberry Pi is set up. And what did we use? What distro did we use on here? Let's get out of that. Let's take a look. Oh, that's what we used. We used the Adafruit. Okay. So, Occidentals, and why did we use that? Looks what's new. Let's look at an overview. This is for developers. So, any tweak distro is not designed for beginners. We designed this specifically what you think hardware hackers want and may not suit your needs. So, I am a hardware hacker. Probably going to suit my needs. Let's take a look. Truncated image, only 2.6 gigabyte, blah, blah, blah. Raspberry config, notice retain boot, remove, percentage, WLAN, entry, password change, reminder, login, RTC, blah, 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 blah. I2C and hardware support, SSHD on boot. Alright. This is basically for people who know that they want to use these Gpio headers here. These Gpio headers right here basically correspond to these guys right here on an Arduino. Actually, not those guys. Yeah, those guys right there. These guys right here. These are the Gpio headers. So basically, the sensors that you can control with the Arduino or the I2C communication that you can do with an Arduino, you can also do with your Raspberry Pi. And the reason that we're doing that is we're going to set up our robot, and we're going to use some I2C communications, and we are going to get some information from a compass, and we're actually going to hook up this thing right here, which is brought to you by the computer science department, who buys me all this cool stuff to set up for them. So basically, here's what's going to happen. I'm sure you've probably seen my robot before. This robot that I'm building for one of my teachers. I'm going to take this robot right here. It's got some ping sensors, some lights in it. It's got Arduino Mega, a motor shield. It does actually work. If you want to see that, somewhere there's an on switch. See that? See that? Yeah, he works. He works. He definitely works. So what we're also going to do is we're going to add in a compass, an accelerometer. We're also going to add in some IR sensors, and we're going to add in this Raspberry Pi. Boom. It's going to get information from the Arduino. We're going to add in this wireless USB adapter. Well, boom. It's going to run our web server, and we're going to add in you guessed it, a webcam, so we can take video of what we're doing. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to hurry up. This video's almost over. Take a look right here. Raspberry Pi, please change your password using sudo user bin raspberry. How about just password? Alright, let's see. CD back sudo shut down R now. Alright, so I'm shutting it down. That's it. Now you have your first Raspberry Pi set up. Alright. It's about the same to do it with any other operating system, but now you have your Raspberry Pi set up. And that is it for John Vaughn. No more of this. Have a good one. Leave me a question, comment, if you have any answers. That didn't make sense. I'm going to go to sleep. Leave me a question or comment, and if I have any answers, I'll get back to you. There we go. Good night.